There is a ghost living inside the internet that holds alone a fortune of $1 trillion. He has no face, he has no voice, and he could single-handedly collapse the economy of entire nations if he decided to press one button. You spend your whole life chasing pieces of paper.
We're in free fall.
But what I'm about to show you proves that you've been lied to since the day you were born. We were taught to trust institutions, banks, governments. But in 2008, the world realized that trust was a trap. While families lost their homes, the masters of the game were smiling. It was in this landscape of despair that something emerged from the shadows. A manifesto. 9 pages that didn't talk about profit, but about liberty. Bitcoin wasn't born to make you rich. It was born to take the whip out of the hands of those who control your time. But why does that thought scare you so much? Look at your routine. You wake up, you work, you receive a digital number in your account, and you spend that number to survive. Have you ever felt that sting of anxiety when inflation rises? It's the feeling that your effort is evaporating. Psychologically, we accept this because it's always been this way. Bitcoin breaks this pattern. It forces us to face an uncomfortable question. What gives value to your sweat? If a government can print money out of thin air, why do you have to bleed so hard to get it? But here is where the worst part begins. Because the creator of this emergency exit disappeared, and he left a trail that could either be your greatest fortune or your ultimate nightmare. Satoshi Nakamoto, a pseudonym, a genius, or perhaps a group. The psychology behind Bitcoin is built on scarcity. There will only ever be 21 million, period. In the real world, everything is infinite for those at the top. In Satoshi's code, the rule is absolute. This creates FOMO, the fear of missing out. It started with geeks, then criminals on the dark web. Why? Because they were the first to understand that Bitcoin was the only thing no one could ever confiscate. This escalation wasn't financial, it was about sovereignty. The truth hurts. Bitcoin isn't volatile. Your real money is the one that's a collective hallucination, losing value every single second. You don't buy Bitcoin to make money. You buy it so you don't lose your life to the system. But there is a part that almost no one has the courage to admit. What happened when Bitcoin left the shadows and met human greed? The peak, 2017, 2021, the explosion. Bitcoin was no longer a secret code, it was a mass phenomenon. People selling their homes to buy coins. Human ego took the wheel. Where there was philosophy, euphoria emerged. Where there was freedom, an addiction to the green candles arose. Bitcoin proved that the human mind is fragile when faced with the possibility of fast wealth. But while the price went up and down, the technology stayed there, immutable, silent, like a digital heartbeat that doesn't need you to keep beating. Here is the truth you haven't realized for years. You aren't
Sell everything now, it's crashing!
You are waiting
We're losing
for the
millions,
current
get out of
system to finish
Bitcoin!
Collapsing so you can
What do we
finally
do?
admit it
We
was
are
always
ruined!
the only way out. The mental key is simple. Bitcoin is the first trust system in history that doesn't need human beings. It is pure mathematics. And math doesn't lie, doesn't betray, and doesn't print more of itself to save friendly banks. The transformation happens when you stop looking at the price and start looking at the property. For the first time in history, you can be your own bank. This isn't about money, it's about who owns your future. Satoshi Nakamoto walked away and left the key with you. He didn't want to be a leader, he wanted you not to need one. Bitcoin is a mirror. It reflects your greed, your fear, but also your quest for freedom. Tomorrow the world will keep trying to control your time. The question is, will you keep accepting pieces of paper, or will you embrace the ghost that promised to set you free? The history of Bitcoin is still being written, and this time, you are the one holding the pen. Satoshi Nakamoto left the code, but the courage to understand it is yours. If you are tired of being a pawn on someone else's chessboard and want to master the hidden gears that move the world, your journey starts here. Subscribe. Not to follow a channel, but to stop following the herd.